Hey, yo, cheers, good morning. Hey, yo, you can't see me yet, can you? No. Hello, hello, there you are. Cheers, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Welcome back to Crypto Live with Kung Fu, where we get to sort through the FUD, stay ahead of the FOMO. Hiya, hiya, chopping through the FUD, staying ahead of the FOMO. How are you today? Welcome, cheers, good morning, cheers, good morning. Yeah, it's kind of dark out today, actually. It's kind of dark. I don't even know if I need these. It's kind of dark in here. I might need to move over to blue blockers or something soon. Hey-o, cheers, cheers, good morning. What is up? What is up? It's Monday. Woo! Monday. Are you guys ready for this? Have you been out grinding like I have, up early doing the thing? I am not, honestly. I'm not feeling necessarily the best today. I felt a little bit under the weather yesterday. I got up this morning early, had a nice bone broth, had some nice soup, chicken noodle soup last night, so I'm feeling a little bit better, but not necessarily 100%. A little bit lower energy today, maybe than normal, but still good times, great oldies. It's Monday. We had a good pop yesterday. XRP saw a good run. What was up with that? We have some interesting news about Binance. We have some interesting news with the Robinhood apps live in a few more states. We have some interesting speculation about Ripple getting a better business rating review from some new credit company, a couple other things, XRP volumes down, all the good things, and we're gonna go ahead and say it. I don't want to be the guy that says it, but I'm gonna have to call it out. XRP is not going to $500 faster than you think, but I'm calling out some guy on the internet that says that that's happening. It's not going to go to $500 until it goes to $5 first. But before we get into all the numbers and the prices and everything and me calling people out, which honestly, we're not saying never. We're just saying time is so relative. It's so relative. That's why we made the 589 video Truth Revealed, because the PDF really talks about liquidity solutions. It doesn't necessarily mean a time frame. The time frame, guys, stop with the time frame. Oh, it doesn't matter. We'll get into all that, talking about what else is happening on Monday, what else is happening with the expectations of the market, yada, yada. Here we go. Roll this thing. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a fiduciary, and I'm not offering financial advice. I'm looking at information and reviewing it with you. Also, before we get started, go ahead and click that subscribe button and click that like button to show support to our channel, and click that bell to get notifications for whenever I post videos next. Ah, yes, the good times, great oldies. I'm not a fiduciary. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not trying to crush your dreams. That's why I made the 589 video, because we can believe whatever we want. That's the beauty and power of it. But in reality, when you go to the exchange, the tokens have a specific price that we all collectively agreed upon based off the supply, demand, and whatever other things are happening, the metrics involved. So, you know, it's great to have your own beliefs about what's possible, but at the same time, you know, let's just think about what's really happening right now. What's happening in this current moment, this exact moment. That's what we're going to look at today. Here we go. Woo! Already. Thank you so much. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. GXRP, cheers. Thank you so much. I don't know where there it is. Woo! Bling, bling, the sound. Let's do a early hotkey to celebrate that beautiful support. Thank you so much, GXRP, XRP Moon. XRP Moon! Me too. The word fiduciary is very funny. Very, very funny word, fiduciary. I agree. It's hilarious. Whoa! Whoa! Jungle Inc. in the room. We are all in this together. Jungle, thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Woo!
We're all in this together.
Go team. Really excited that Jungle got his channel back. That was a huge, huge demonstration of the power of the XRP army. We were honestly really shocked that they took his channel away anyway, because he had obviously done nothing wrong and they didn't give him any warnings. So that was awesome. Go XRP army. You guys did that. That was really cheers and touts to the fam. You guys did a great job pulling together, getting Jungle his channel back. Cheers. Thank you so much, Jungle. I appreciate it.
For all you do.
Woo! Walter Beasley. Thank you. Walter Beasley, thank you so much for the support. Thank you. Thanks for all you do. No, thank you guys for all you do. Thank you for all the support. We have a lot of stuff that I want to look through and go over. Thank you guys so much. I want to just say hey to the room as we normally do. Let's go through the list. What is up really quick? Something clever. Yo, Crip, what's up? Rohit, Felix, Nicholas. Hello, Diane, Leonardo, Stackin' Zerps, Great Pate. Hello, hello, XRP Preacher, Felix, NYC, Bo Boone, Nick, Manny, MVP, Ripple, Rob. Hello, Leonardo, Ticket to the Moon, Crypto Cougar, Saeed, Ray, Seth, Juice, Jake. Hello, Corey Ziegelman, Combo Vision, Ruben, RT. Hello, hello, Crypto Cougar, Chellfire, Jake. Oh, man, everybody. Hello, Henrik. Thank you so much for joining. What is up? Brian, Gustavo, Vishav, Jake, Leave. Hello, 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 hello. Philip Tatro says, USD returning from constitutionally mandated money after XR becomes new world currency as depicted in 1988 Economist magazine. Yes, good comment. I appreciate it. Man, a lot of great stuff. Thank you so much, Jungle. Thank you so much, GXRP. Thank you so much, Walter Beasley. It means a lot. Now, I saw some people talking about this, how quick can XRP go to $500? I just saw that this morning randomly when I was setting up, and I thought it was funny. I'm not really meaning to troll them too hard, but definitely just thought I'd steal their title and laugh at it. Bob, what's up? Yo, Diane, what's up? Hello, Wesley Peters, hello. I'm not trying to rob anyone of their dreams. That's not what we're doing here. We're just talking about what's happening with the price, what's happening with the actual support levels and resistance. And we're also looking at the reality that it'd be great to just hit $5. I mean, as soon as we can clear 330 or 340 or whatever the all-time high was that we had hit in December, January, that would be great. That'd be the beginning of something. So there's a lot to look at. People are talking about partnerships with Swift because of the Sibos event. People are talking about the exciting ELF release, the ELFs as we call them, really the ETFs. And so we're going to just jump right over to the tweeters and see what's happening with, I retweeted a couple of these things. Well, here's the support levels this morning. Last night, I was in Binance playing around. I saw this run happen from 47 cents to 49 cents, and I was like, whoa, that was pretty quick. Sometimes it's hard to say what's really happening with these prices moving like this. It's up to 50 cents this morning early and then down slightly. I can say only this is an interesting price to arrive at, 50 cents, after realizing that we have lost a lot of our volume. So a lot of the volume of XRP is gone. We're down to about $500 million, 574 million in volume in 24 hours, but we're still right at 50 cents. So interesting to think about that. Interesting to happen. Interesting combination of things to happen here. Woo! Thank you so much for the reminder. You're right. The Sibos conference is exactly what people are speculating about. The big hold, the big exciting event on the horizon is the Sibos conference. It is the fact that you have Swift putting on this fintech event and Ripple's attending. But that's all that's happening is that Ripple's attending the event. It does speak volume. Oops, here's a graphic we're going to pull up later. It does speak volume to the possibility of what we've been speculating about. Where is it? Now, I think Kickboy tweeted this out this morning. Somebody tweeted this out this morning. I think it was Kickboy. Thank you so much for doing it. What happened with the... There was basically something that happened that it was kind of insider information. Well, that's the wrong site. Basically, insider information I have about where we are going with XRP, what I believe to be XRP and Swift working together, but I haven't figured out how to release that information. And to the best of our knowledge, there's not a lot there other than, as we've seen, just that they're going to the conference. They're going to be at this fintech conference that Swift's putting on. Henrik also put up this was probably pretty relevant to what's going on. 3 major exchanges stockpile $1 billion worth of XRP. I retweeted that this morning as well. So Henrik's referencing this billion payload of XRP that these exchanges have all hit. I think a couple of people covered this and talked about what this means. Obviously, referencing 589, thinking about liquidity. XRP is a liquidity solution. How would you offer liquidity? How have they been offering liquidity through exchanges that they recommend? So it's interesting to see these billion token sends arriving at these exchanges. Very exciting stuff. Very exciting. Hit that like button. Thank you so much. Smash the like button. So there was another thing that, where was the tag from Kickboy? I just saw it. Thinking about the Sibos conference was mentioned. Let me find that in my notifications. Hold on. So XRP, big announcement. We have the Ripple Labs on the docket to go to Sibos. I can say this is good. I can't tell you guys what I know, but I can tell you that there is something a little bigger than this dot connecting. I also kind of made fun of some people dot connecting. I have to say, when it comes down to it, honestly, most of the things I make fun of, I do myself. I just got to say, I got to say it, guys. Most of the stuff I make fun of, I'm already doing myself. So, I'm really trolling myself most of the time. Don't take it personally. I've done all this before. Believe you me, I've done some dot connecting.
No. No.
I know. You think that I'm not better than anyone else in the dot connecting world. I can say that. But I made fun of somebody this morning. I don't even know who. Oh, Galgatron put up something about Sibos is a fintech conference. It doesn't mean all attendees are partners of Swift, and Swift can't realistically block Ripple's attending. Everything else is old news, and GPI isn't a blockchain. I thought that was funny, especially comboing that news. Wow, I can barely speak this morning. Comboing that news with the news that we are seeing people say $500 is expected in a shorter time than you would think it could happen. I just want to say, thinking about the brief history of everything by Stephen Hawking, I'm going to say, guys, time's relative. So you're right. XRP $500 could happen faster than you thought it could, but that's a very, very individualized prediction. So I don't know what that means. Fake news. Fake news. Well, it doesn't really matter, I think. And I think that's why I stole the title. I wanted to get some of the clicks from people thinking about, well, what the heck is Kung Fu going to talk about with $500 now? Here's the beauty of it. Thank you, Ian Barlow. That's another thing I wanted to do. I had another 589 video coming out that was more like a 589 Ripple meme review. If people thought my 589 video that had real information in it was too much and too over edited and too like blah, then they would definitely not like my other 589 video that's just going like ham on 589. Like, you can find 589 in everything. You can find it in the pages of the books. You can find it in like the, anything. You can find 589 in anything. I went and found 589 in so many things. It was hilarious. I had this whole RMR 589 video going up. It was craziness. I was like, oh, this is too much. Maybe I got to pull back. But that's one of the things I found whenever I was researching 589. 589 is an angel number. 589 is an angel number. It means really it's an angel number. So thinking that it can mean whatever whatever it is to you, that's great. Hold on to that. Enjoy that. Yeah, time's relative. Sure, it could hit $500 way quicker than you think. That could be, in a couple years. It could be in a decade. It could be tomorrow. No one knows. Probably not tomorrow, though. Probably going to have to hit $5 first. We're at 50 cents. We need $5 first. That's a good benchmark, right? It's a good step along the way. We need to break our all-time high at 330. What would that mean? What would that look like? And really, let's just break away from this Sibos FinTech Swift nonsense for a second. Even if it's not Swift, I have some exciting things that I think you guys are going to want to know about Swift and RippleNet, etc. But even if it's not, let's think about this. How much money, referencing the JP Morgan article about inflow and market cap, how much money needs to go into XRP for it to hit $5? Even for it to hit $5. Do you guys know? It was basically like a multiple of 50. There was it was like 6 billion inflow was a 300 billion market cap. So it's basically like a multiple of 50. So divisible by 50 at the market cap. So what would that be for XRP hitting $5? You know what I mean? We can go look at in the history, go look at the charts, find out what the market cap was, divide it by 50, look at that inflow. There's not that much money that needs to come into XRP for it to hit $5. Not that much, right? It's not that much. That's why I was teasing people the other day about day trading, and I was like, yeah, day trade, make some money. If you have a 10,000 XRP, every time it goes up or down a penny, you make $100, etc., etc. It is probably so scary to day trade XRP if you don't really know how to day trade. I wouldn't do it. I would not do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's terrifying, I think, to see. I just saw it from outside myself the other day. I was like, it's got to be so terrifying to try to day trade XRP if you really have never day traded before. If you're not used to it, it's got to be terrifying. Don't do it. You don't really know what's happening out there. The market is very, very much set to launch, I feel like. It's just kind of bouncing around for maybe another day or two or weeks, maybe another month. We don't really know. There's a lot of interesting quick runs that happened. I saw yesterday night the 2 cent climb in one breath that I put up that post. That happened really fast. We went from 47 to 49 really fast. We also did go again from 50 to 48.5 just as quickly. So crypto's done this really great job developing and highlighting and showcasing this new technology. It's also created a really quick way for you to make money really fast or lose money just as fast. Just really great. It's really great for that. It's just a zero-sum game. I hope you guys come out better than you started. That's all I'm saying. Totally. No, I agree. You're right. You're right. You're right. Hey, what's up? Oh, hey, XRP Grind. Great Pate. Hey, Oz Crypto's in the room. Yo. I don't see him, but hey, cheers. What's up, everybody? How are you guys? Whoa, 365 people. We have as many people as we have days of the year in here. Let's smash that like button. Every person pick a day. Smash the like button. It means a lot. So I'm literally thinking about this probably more than anybody else outside this niche. I'm not saying I'm thinking about this more than you guys, because you guys are probably in the same boat as me. We're all probably addicted to the charts, addicted to the crypto. We're wondering what's happening with the partnerships. We're waiting for the next YouTuber to drop that next hot vid. We gotta get ourselves our fix. I get it, but I'm thinking, people that are outside this niche, people that are pulled away from this this market, what are they thinking about this? How soon does that narrative change? When do people stop thinking it's a scam? Because I still talk to people all the time that think crypto in general is a scam. That's a pretty big statement. That's a bold statement to take and make, and it's a bolder statement for us to all be involved in this apparently continually ongoing scam. What's up, Taro? Thanks for subscribing. These are not safety glasses. I appreciate your support for my safety glasses. These are blue blockers. They block blue light from the computer. It helps save my eyeballs. Jack Levy just said Swift and Ripple have been working together indirectly longer than we think. And I'm not going to say yes or no to that, but I am going to say, hey, thanks, Jorge, for subscribing. I am going to say I can't tell you more about what I know about something involving Swift that's very exciting. That's all I can say right now. I'm serious, too. I'm serious. FUD blocker to the news. FUD blocker to the news. Yeah, let's get to the news. Where were we? Okay, we were looking at this Galgatron's, I think, teasing DAI. DAI, I love you. You're great. Keep doing your thing. DAI saying Swift and Ripple could be in partners already. I'm not going to debate whether they are or not. And Galgatron says Sibos is a fintech conference. It doesn't mean all attendees are partners of Swift, and Swift can't realistically block Ripple's attending. Everything else is old news. GPI isn't blockchain. You got to love this back and forth that these guys do, right? Back and forth all day long with this. So we have 3 major exchanges getting 1 billion tokens. That was also in our Twitter. And then one of the bigger things today is this kind of a philanthropic move by Binance. Binance doing something bold, giving up all of their listing fees, donating them to charity. I don't know if you guys know very much about the backstory here. I don't think I need to go. Jack Levy knows what's up. I don't need to go find the articles. I hope I don't need to find the articles. We can if we need to, but I'm going to reference the John McAfee and his Apollo friends and the hit BTC nonsense that I've been paying attention to but not giving light to. Whenever I pay attention to things, if I even mention it, I'm giving attention to it, giving it light to it. So I haven't been saying anything about that. But hit BTC is falling under fire. Apollo's trying to call them out. Apollo's already a scam coin. I guess if you are a scammer and you try to call out another scammer, maybe it makes you look more legitimate. I don't know. It seemed to work for me. No, I'm just kidding. But hilarious times at Apollo Foundation where they're trying to call out hit BTC and they're saying nobody list of hit BTC. They're horrible. I was kind of wondering what could be a good solution for this, and I really didn't understand. I did not understand what could possibly be a good move for anyone for this, but CZ figured it out. He pulled a checkmate. He pulled a checkmate on those Bazashis, and he basically just said, you know what? We're still having listing fees, so you can't just put your coins on for free, but all your listing fees are going to charity, and we're going to be fully transparent about it. That's a big checkmate for those exchanges that have been trying to maliciously take advantage of small coins, saying, you know what? We want this price. We want a listing fee price for your coin, and then they just basically it's a pay to play. It's a pay to play exchange. These pay to play exchanges taking advantage of coins. Apparently, people at Apollo said that there was issues of HitBTC. I don't trust Apollo at all. I don't trust John McAfee. I don't trust HitBTC. I don't like any of those. I don't like any of that crew. None of those people are cool by me. So in reality, this is great. This is awesome. Binance and CZ pulling through, doing some really solid work and making it obvious that we're not going to put up with these bad actors. We're not going to put up with these malicious coins or malicious exchanges playing the pay-to-play game. So thank you. Awesome, awesome stuff. Yeah, Brett M acts like I don't know why I can't say something. Tell me more. Tell me more, Brett M. You're right. Unless I was specifically told that it was confidential, I should be able to tell you guys. Weird. That hotkey froze. All right, let's do it one more. Let's hit that hotkey again. Let's hit it again. Oh, there we go. I'll say this. If you've watched my show before, if you've been here 1 or 2 shows before, then you probably already know. You probably already know what's going on and what's the likelihood of this. We talk about this a lot. We talk about these things, going back to the basics, going back to the likelihood that intra database systems can even compete. So what we're talking about, like we referenced this in the past, talking about Andreas Antonopoulos, talks about how these database systems or these intranet systems don't have the capacity to compete security-wise with these standalone blockchains. Now, the problem that we had with the standalone blockchains is that they are standalone. They could not interoperate and talk to each other. We solved that with the ILP. ILP is key. Interoperability is big. So there's a threshold of change happening where you can't expect these intranet small database systems to have the exposure to the security risks and vulnerabilities that these standalone blockchains do. They're not going to be able to compete long term, even if they can compete right now in the short term. Now, what that means long term is that the banks are not looking to adopt. They're not trying to do this. Banks didn't wake up yesterday and say like, hey, let's call up all of our friends and be like, yo, hey, are there any sweet new innovations in banking we should be looking at? Like, hey, Bill, did you hear about any sweet new things we can do on with technology? No? Maybe? I don't know. I've got a bunch of money sitting in a building. Maybe we could figure out how to move it easier. Or like, no one's doing that. No one makes those phone calls. No one. How much do you look for extra work? How often do you think like, I want to do more? I want to find a more efficient way to do this and do more right now so that I can do less tomorrow. Most people don't think that way. They should. They don't. Now, here's the problem. Banks are very reluctant to take on these adoptions. As it's similar to like, I worked in the service industry for years. The service industry, they have all these like really old POS systems. The government runs these old POS database systems, and they are so reluctant to update it because they don't want to. Why would you? Why would you spend money on something you don't need to fix? It's like if you like, it's like fixing your old 65 Chevy. If it's still running, why do anything to it at all? Now the problem is that they don't realize their systems aren't running until they go out and try to start it that morning, and all of a sudden someone took the engine block out of their Chevy. Now the problem is, the problem is with this system, with this the security vulnerabilities of these databases is it doesn't matter to them now. They already have billions being hacked. They already know it's a risk. It's basically like a hedged loss. It's a hedge to their losses, and they're just trying to do it as slow as possible. They know they need to do it. They know it's got a change they want to make. These systems, obviously, these moves into these other systems, they're going to be reluctant to do it. They're going to be very reluctant to do it. They don't want to spend the money. That's why I think it's such a big deal that XRP is so interoperable. And Ripple Labs' foresight to make this system, this payment rail and this liquidity solution, it's such a big, open, neutral liquidity solution that it basically incentivizes more people to jump in once more people jump in. Now, originally, obviously, it highlights the efficiency of high-risk corridors, as we've talked about, probably corridors that are not going to be moving away from the standard USD to pound transfers for now, but or whatever standard corridors they have, the high-volume corridors, those are not the high-risk ones. It's not the ones they're going to see first, obviously. Now, the big kicker is that XRP or the XRP ledger is like a snowball rolling down the hill. We talk about this every time. I think we reference all this stuff. XRP ledger is like a snowball rolling down this hill, collecting more liquidity. The more liquidity it collects, the more liquidity it can provide, the more useful it is to the banks. Now, this is again something that it's not going to happen as sooner than you think. I love the idea. I love the idea. Don't get me wrong. I want you to be excited. Stay excited about life. Stay excited about breathing air and moving your body and challenging yourself again. Another chance today to start again. Every time you end a yoga class, the corpse pose, shavasana at the end, it's the death cycle. It's death so you can experience the beginning anew. Don't let the hype of what will soon be distract you from what's happening right now. Don't worry about how much time needs to take place between 50 cents and $500. That seems very irrelevant. What seems really important right now is to understand the potential of this tech, have a conversation about how is it even secure? How secure are your funds? How do you have your private keys? Are they off the exchange? Do you have the capacity to go earn and make more while it's still at 50 cents? These are the real questions. So I think those are the important things. And I think that when you look back, obviously hindsight's 2020. When you go look at the charts and you're like, wow, I wish I would have sold at 50 cents and bought at 48. No, yeah, of course you do, because that is in the past. You can look at it now and say, I wish I would have done this. You don't necessarily have the same capacity to look in the future with that same lens. So time's very relative. It's perspective. Who knows when it's going to be $500? It's not necessarily the most important thing, I think, right now. I think the paradox, the two tiger parable, looking for the strawberry, like focus on what you want. You want to accumulate more, or you want to worry about it going somewhere. I'm very, very sure that there's a lot of potential in XRP. Now that we've covered that, now that we're excited about this, let's go look at someone saying that XRP is centralized and it's not good at all. Ethereum World News covered this today. I put up this tweet because I really liked this image and I thought this image was cool. I stole it and put it up on my Twitter. Capital Flow 2 from XRP and Binance in 24 hours. That one's up. I liked it. This is an interesting article. A rating firm says Ripple is using centralized institutions so they give the better business rating of centralized. I don't really understand that. I kind of feel like sometimes the people running the news outlets are just like, I literally saw a funny thread on cryptocurrency about this, and this is what made me think of it. But like just a multiple choice of different keywords, they just like scroll through, like, Abu Dhabi, Saudi Arabia, ICO, quantum, hyperledger resistance. Send that article. Woohoo! Oh yeah, put XRP in it. Just put XRP in it too. XRP Moon. XRP Moon. XRP. Woo! I thought I could get to my fridge and back in time, but I could not. Whew! It was worth the try. Yo. So, I saw some really good comments for a second. I want to look at this article and laugh at it, but I saw a good comment. Someone, I think, just dropped a comment about the road to Ruta. I don't know where I found that guy. I saw that guy yesterday. That guy, the road to Ruta, has no clue what he's talking about. I like it. I like that he thinks he's presenting something in such a nice way. He really feels like he knows what he's saying, but he doesn't. Yo, what's up? Hello. Oz Crypto, the disappear sold it, mate. Nice. Sold it. I like it. There you go. That's what I'm all about. I'm all about selling it. Very cool. I had to get my coffee. My iced coffee beverage. I thought I could do it in time, Great Pate. I thought I could do it in time. Yo, what's up, Scott Pattison? Hello. Hello, hello. What's up? Most people don't like XRP. Raymond Scott, thank you. This is a good comment. Most people don't like XRP because there's too many large holders of XRP pump and dump like no one likes. They're going to pump XRP price permanently to avoid this. Raymond Scott's right. Raymond Scott's right. Right now, there is a lot of potential for people who hold a big enough bag to create some real waves. That could have been easily what happened last night. A last chance pump and dump before Columbus Day. Woo! Columbus Day. Oh my goodness, you guys. You didn't tell me. You didn't tell me. Columbus Day. All right. First off, we got to say, you guys know Columbus didn't discover America, right? I just want to say it. I just got to get it out of the way. I just want to say it. Okay. He had a map. That's right. He had a map. He took it from the Chinese. I'm saying it. Bix Weir is a moron. Bill Gould, what's up? What's up? Yeah, Brix Weir's not, he's not my favorite. He's not my favorite. He definitely is wrong about a lot of that stuff. Hey, Ahmed, what's up, my man? Ahmed, how are you? Aliens did it. Columbus created America. Well, either way, let's move on from that. It's Columbus Day. This rating firm talking about Ripple being too centralized. I thought that was interesting to look at. Ripple decentralization strategy. I don't really know where they're thinking that they're pulling this centralization from. I guess they're saying that they think the banks running the nodes makes it centralized, but that makes zero sense at all. They must not understand how the nodes work. In fact, I guarantee they don't know how the Ripple protocol works well enough for them to understand how to report on it. The UNL allows people to control their own node list. So you can trust whoever you want inside your network of trusted nodes. It does not necessarily, this does not mean anything about the centralization. It's possible that, I don't know who wrote this. I don't know where it came from. I don't know what they got the information from, but it's possibly just another opportune moment for Bitcoin maximalists to spread Fingo the best they spread FUD as fast as they can. I literally read T-Rags talking about that FUD bingo page right as I said FUD, so it became Fingo. Perfect. It's Fingo now. And then I really like this graphic, this capital flow from to XRP Binance money flow in 24 hours. I thought that was really cool. I put that graphic up on Twitter. I said, go retweet it. I don't think I actually said retweet it, but you should. Philip Tatro. What a great question. Philip Tatro, I think, is jumping back to my the Road to Ruta call out. Why did Federal Reserve put out a comic on returning to gold and release an update version if they're not going to do it? Why have Russia and China been hoarding gold? Now, this is actually a really great question. And I have to say, honestly, I am not the most knowledgeable about this, but for a long time, I avoided taking part in these types of conversations or in this type of research because it didn't make sense to me. Honestly, now, I'm referencing one of my favorite master classes the other day, looking at, to finish a story, if you know how you want to finish a story if you know how you want it to end, right? So thinking about how to have this conversation now makes a lot more sense to me now that I know where I think I understand where they're ending, where the end point is. Now, someone asked something relatively similar yesterday about gold-backed digital currencies, gold-backed central digital currencies. And my answer was that I don't see gold being necessarily intrinsic to the value of a digital currency. And that's the best way I can put it. They might be posturing and saying that these precious metals mean a lot right now. They might be posturing and saying the return to precious metals seems important right now. But I think that's a hedge to the possible losses of losing control over other monetary or currency supplies or precious metal supplies. Now, again, referencing this yesterday, this visual capitalist graphic, the big money to be made in asteroid mining, looking at not just the simple things like iron and whatever else is in these, like nitrogen, ammonia, nickel, platinum, water, cobalt. There's a lot of money here. There's a lot of value. There's value in the quintillion amount. So I can't say there's not going to be value in precious metals on Earth, but they probably won't be as valued as possibly digital currencies or even precious metals from space, or whatever you want to call them. Now, that's a great question. Why did the Reserve do that? The Reserve, honestly, I have no idea why the Reserve does stuff like that. The Reserve is also a private company. So I'm sure that they're trying to maintain whatever dominance they can. It's hard to say. One thing's for sure, XRP investor blast off. Woo! Man, those hotkeys are useful. You never know what I can get done in a hotkey. All right. Yeah, that's what someone asked yesterday. Someone asked yesterday, like, what about digital currencies that are backed by gold? And I said, you know what? I think that's going to be something that'll be popular in a threshold of time. It'll be popular for a little while as people think it's important. Older generations, people that find value only something you can hold. I think that those people will more likely support the gold-backed digital currencies over just standalone digital currencies holding value because of their utility or because of their function and whatever also makes money work, the usefulness of money, the fact that it's easily divisible, easily recognizable, easily shared, easily traded, etc., etc. XRP's that new gold. Smash the like button. Thank you so much for the support and the reminder. We have a rap song. If you guys have first time to the stream, hey, welcome to the Kung Fu Nerd crypto stream. We decided to, because the community called for it and I thought I could do it, and then I tried about 50 to 60 times and failed horribly over and over again. I finally finished a rap song that I could put out. It's actually on Spotify. It's out on Spotify. XRP rap, XRP that new gold. I tried to make it educational, so it's an educational piece. It's about that XRP new gold. Give it a listen or whatever. Tell me what you think. Share with your friends. So XRP volume's down. It's down about 200 million more than it was yesterday. And still, it's up a little bit. So hope that there's utility moving through there. Hope that there's something happening other than just massive bot manipulation. I don't really know. So looking at XRP versus against the USD inside the 1 minute window, we're seeing a little bit of support at 49.1 this morning, and we had a little bit of a run back up to about 49.2, 49.3. Now, I think other than the Sibos on the news, Sibos conference on the news, people are talking in the headlines about Ripple down 20% in 7 days. Here's why. So the idea of the much hyped Swell event coming around finally, it was last week. It was hyped up. It was exciting last Monday. And we know crypto news takes a while. We know it's very kind of slow, echo chamber-esque out here. So a week later, they're talking about Ripple price falling about 17%. Woo! You guys hear that thunder outside my house? It is thundering out there. So price sunk 17%. XRP has declined by more than 50% over the last 4 days. All because of the hype around Swell and then the anticlimactic event, the letdown of the launch. And that's what people were warning about. And I think it's really hard for YouTubers to find a good balance sometimes because I have to say it. I want to be honest and transparent with you guys all the time. There's a very real paradox of if you don't get excited and hype it up, people don't watch the videos, people don't like it. If you do get excited and hype it up and it falls through, then you just created a bunch of FOMO, and then it's all your fault and people hate you forever. So it's rough. It's a rough world. You got to suffer the consequences of one of the choices. Whichever one you choose as a YouTuber, live with it. Live with it. What are we guys chatting about over here? How come after Swell volume dropped so much? That's a great question. No one really knows if the actual volume, no one announced or made clear if the volume that we saw was actually from utility. And in fact, because we don't have a lot of clarity about that, we're more likely to say, no, it's not. And what leads us to say that more thoroughly than probably just some random blue shade wearing spectator on the sides is the fact that we have XRP charts showing, oops. No, that's not it. It's XRP charts is a subdomain of Ripple. There you go. Now, you can see on XRP charts that the volume of most of the ledger right now is 22% of it's in Binance. And they did not announce Binance as one of their preferred exchanges for liquidity. Now, here's the possibility. Binance just got a bunch of tokens. So did Bitstamp, and so did some other one. And they might be about to get the approval, the stamp of approval, the slap on the back from Ripple Labs that they are a preferred exchange for liquidity solution for banks. Now, that might be about to happen. That might also not be the volume we saw. So 22% of the volume that we're experiencing in Binance could just be whales. It could just be whales knowing the public is anticipating an event, knowing the public will probably get FOMO'd into a purchase. And we talked about this yesterday, looking at the depth walls and sells inside Binance. I'm going to do a whole video about how I think this is going down. It took me a minute to kind of formulate my words around it. I think that the depth chart is the easiest way to really see what's happening with if and when there is whales with bot manipulation running cycles on the XRP USD pairing. What they could possibly be doing is looking at people buying in and or selling as a type of fee they can collect by holding these specific price point buy or sell walls. Now, this is again something that people have speculated about one of the interesting things about the Ripple network and how it works with these exchanges and how they kind of can control the price by almost creating these gated controls, like how DAI was referencing circuit breakers. It's not a circuit breaker, but just like a regulated pacing of the inflow or outflow. It basically gives them a limit or a control of price, is what people have said. And you can see them doing that now, possibly with these walls. And what that does is it creates these fees, or the buys and sells that you and I jump in at are just swallowed up by their movements, by their price movements. So it's a rough time to be. It's a rough time to be a trader. It's a rough time to be in crypto. It's a rough time to be in crypto. I get it. So what do you guys think? Why did it hit 78 cents over a week before Swell and then barely 59 cents on the X Rapid announcement? BTC Stacker, thank you so much. That's a great question. That question is a highlight to why I keep thinking it's more likely manipulation than actual volume from utility. Now, if we can see some volume from utility, that would be great. We would experience the actual utility of the token. I think because of how it ran up to 78 cents, and then it came back and there wasn't that big of a push, I feel like that was more manipulation than anything else, trying to get some FOMO to happen. Now, I don't know for sure. Again, I'm not 100% sure. No one knows really about what's happening behind closed doors. There's a lot of information still being withheld from XRP charts. Some of the pairing and some of the payment corridors are being withheld. Are they testing partners? Are they testing partners right now that they can't go public with? There's a lot undisclosed. There's a lot we don't know. And so as much as it's fun to laugh about dots being a candy for kids, there's a lot of dots to connect out there, and you never know how real they are. Yeah, Japan isn't even listed on the charts anymore. Clara B says electrogenesis is in comments on V. I don't know what that means, but okay. Hey nerd, hope all is well. Hop all is well. Staying up late to watch red and green candles. I think I'm sick. Is this normal? I think that's why I got sick. I think honestly I have the sniffles because I was up late the last 2 nights watching candles. I can relate to this story. I think I even made a video called Crypto Addicts relating to this story. The struggle is real, my friend. The struggle is real. Is it possible Brad Mint XRapid is now available, yet the 3 firms are possibly starting utilization this week? That's 100% possible. Illmatic Beats is right. Is it possible Brad Mint XRapid's available and the 3 firms can use it whenever they want? That's very, very likely. In fact, that's more likely than anything else, is that they have access to the program. They can use it whenever they want, if they want to. It's hard to say. Honestly, Manveer, Dylan, I don't think the people that did that are in any way part of Ripple Labs. I think it would be people like Jed who have a lot of XRP tokens and can benefit from a price swell and then selling off. I honestly don't think Ripple Labs would do that to their own coin. In fact, I imagine that they probably are pretty standoffish on any movement on the coin other than what they're doing probably for RippleNet for the services they're offering banks. And that's where it gets a little bit confusing because we don't really know if, again, we don't know if that's them or not. No one knows. They are withholding the information. Bill Gould asks, what effect do you think trading bots will have on the crypto market in the future? Well, I know that manual trading is very, very uncommon. It's not, most people don't manually trade anymore. Most people are letting bots do their trading for them. So I think it's very standard. I think it's a standard of the times to let bots do most of the trading. Ted T's right. That new candle gold, is out there. We need to blow them out. What is volume circulation presently with XRapid? Well, I don't think we have access to that data. I don't think we have access to the volume of XRapid. 421 in the room. Nice. Smash that like button, guys. Smash the like button. Clara B says, oh, I was going to read your message. Was that for me? Clara B, was that a message to me? Mika, thank you so much for subscribing. Illmatic Beats, Kung Fu, let me produce your next record. Let's do it. Let's do it, bro. Let's go out on a limb. Ripple will be one of the new technologies to be exhibited at Swift Sibos conference. Great news. That is what the tweet said this morning that we were looking at that Kickboy sent out. It was the Sibos is getting a shout out or they're getting referenced. Woo! Thanks, Matthew. Ted T says he trades manually and with a bot. I think honestly doubling up like that's the best way to go because it just makes a lot of sense. Sometimes you just can't, Oh, I dropped my pen. I'm trying to look for this Kickboy tweet. Jan Keys. Thank you so much for joining, Jankies. Reported that Ripple will be one of the new technologies to be exhibited at Swift Sibos conference this year, says Forbes, one of the biggest conferences in the world. So Ripple will be one of the new technologies to be exhibited at Swift Sibos conference, says right here on Forbes, exhibited. So I think that's really big. It's at least they at least recognize their competitors or that they're part of the scene. They need recognition. They need to be There needs to be a narrative involved about Ripple and Sibos. So, big new possible pairing, possible partnership, possible workaround, or a backdoor, a little reach around, circle action. Everybody's about the circle. Yeah. Well, crypto ain't what it used to be. How much does Jeb have left to sell off? A lot. A lot. A whole lot. He has a lot to sell. Black 05 Geo1 says the SEC will never call XRP a security. I agree. I don't know. That would not make a lick of sense. That would be definitely them shooting themselves in the foot. The American software company launches distributed ledger, bridge currency, U.S. regulation shuts it down. It makes no sense. Yeah, honestly, the exhibit at Swift Sibos conference could be them testing it on stage. We have no idea. Ripple's price down from 371. 371. Yeah, he's literally just funding Stellar by selling XRP. He literally is he forked XRP and is funding Stellar by selling XRP, of course. When is Sibos? It's the 22nd, right? It's the 22nd, which is in 2 weeks from today. 2 Mondays from today. I would sell. Why would Jeb sell if XRP was going to moon? Well, that's a really good question. There's a kind of a backstory there. There's a backstory there. Jed already is fine either way. Jed has basically been like the most likely person to mess up his own like financial entrepreneurial success, and he still achieved it. He still achieved it. Even though he tried his best not to, he still managed to get a lot of support. Even if he doesn't believe in XRP and he's really just trying to short it because he wants to go in on Stellar, he's fine either way. He's not worried. He's not thinking like, oh, if XRP moons, I wish I would have held those. Like, he doesn't care. I'm sure it doesn't matter to him. I think he really just wants to be in charge of his own coin is what he really wants. And in fact, referencing some of the elite families that run the world, like, I care not who makes the laws if I have control over people's money. And I think that's probably one of the bigger points of why people are really involved in this power struggle, this Game of Thrones moment, looking for who's going to be in charge of the money. Who's going to be in charge of the money? Bearable Guy 123 dropped the news of 589. We have time to give it time. Joe Doe, your 589 comment is fine if you take the $ off the front of it and then you go look at my article about liquidity or my video that talks about liquidity. That's pretty big. That's pretty big. Liquidity is bigger. Liquidity is bigger than a price in crypto, right? Liquidity is bigger. It's a solution for a global financial issue. It's bigger than crypto. It's bigger than fintech. It's bigger than any one specific niche. That's why it's so big. That's why 589 as an angel number is so awesome. It's such a great number because it's open to whatever you want to believe. It's your angel number, but it's also referencing the liquidity from the 589 kilobyte doc, thinking about the BIS liquidity crisis. We have liquidity issues. Now, that means good things because it basically means XRP as a token offers liquidity and it brings support to a whole world of potential, something bigger than crypto. And that's why I think it's awesome. Please like the video. Please like the video. I agree. Thank you so much. Please like the video. I appreciate the support if you do. Ahmed, I made you a mod the other day. Apparently there was something that we don't need to go into too much of a detail about, but if there is another language in the chat that you can't understand, do not mute it just because you can't understand it, please. We have Ahmed now as a mod, and he is fully capable of regulating in Arabic. Smash the like button. Smash the like button. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. For markets to operate effectively, there needs to be proper liquidity. This is exactly right. We've basically been in like a 10-year drought in the financial sector. The 10-year drought, the solution was unknown to most of us, even though I think they've been building this for a long time. They've been building out this network. They've been building out this payment rail. This global payment protocol, the ILP, is a new centralized bank in a sense. We talk about this all the time. The problem here is that I get it. A lot of people, a lot of anti-establishment people are feeling like, I don't want to help bring the banks on. I don't want to bring legacy systems on board. The thing is the ILP becoming a centralized bank, we still do have issues, and I respect this. I understand there are issues with the AML and with the KYC and the BSA that prevent us from providing the value, the store of value to the unbanked still in some regions of the world. Even here in the United States, millions of people not being able to meet their financial needs or have access to a store of value, or even the people around the world that have a collapsing nation-state fiat. Big stuff, big things. And we can see that this is a very, very massive global agenda. Don't be surprised if it takes a little bit longer for everyone to make sure it's going to work and test and stress test and retest again, etc. So XRP Moon. Wow, that one didn't work at all. XRP Moon again. XRP Moon! XRP! Woo! Yeah, they dropped the gold standard. Provide liquidity the world needed from being the world currency. That's why USD can return to the gold standard after XRP takes over. I see what you're saying, Philip. Now I understand what you're saying. You're saying that the USD and China want to go back to the fiats being backed by gold. I get what you're saying. I think the problem is that there is no way that they can make that work with how much money they've been printing, with the fractional reserve banking running amok. I don't think they're going to get enough gold for that to work. They might. I don't know. Dollar will have to devalue a lot, or gold will have to raise in value a lot. And maybe they're in control of that. Maybe they can just control that. So, yeah, no, you're right. You're right, though. I guess, you are right. They could do that and take the U.S. fiat to gold standard. I think that would be part of the threshold or the stepping stones to move people to a central bank digital currency, a CBDC. That would probably put them more likely to say it's like backed by gold, backed by the fiat, and it's still a digital currency, especially for people like my parents or my parents' parents who still don't really want to hold money they can't hold. People are weird. They always change what they say to fit what is being said at the time. I just kind of modified Damien's comment a little bit. You're right, Damien. You're right. People do that. People do that. It's true. Every number is an angel number. Every number is an angel number. I like that. I like your attitude. I like the way you roll, bro. I like your style, man. I like your style. You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of this one time I saw Lion King. Now, what's really exciting about the potential moment that we're at, the beauty of hindsight being 2020. We've been here for a minute. I don't know how long you guys have been in this space, but we've been doing these live streams for a minute. We're pretty excited about what's taking place with the partnerships, with the ILP, with the payment rail. There's just something in the air. There's just something in the air. You can taste it. You can feel it. It's ripe. People are excited. You cannot ignore how excited crypto has made people. People are excited again. For the first time in what seems like almost a decade or two about something new, something powerful, something changing, something that turns the world upside down and puts it on its head. Shout out to Donnie Darko. Shout out to the scene where he talks about the kids lighting the money on fire. Sometimes people just want to watch the world burn. And, I think this is the perfect combination of wanting to flip things on its head, get some change, but also we're trying to keep some semblance of structure and some semblance of, at least the old powers, keeping some semblance of structure and power and control. Regulation over the money system. How they do that? ILP is the new central bank. ILP is key. XRP is dominant. And XRP looks like the base currency or the backbone for a lot of these CDCs or CBDCs. The big part will be once you see someone who doesn't decide to use blockchain launch with a database system and it falls. Once it's hacked, once the security vulnerabilities are gone, then you can literally see compounding interest and support in these cryptocurrencies. And I think that's potentially a little bit longer of a road than maybe we had anticipated a year ago. It may be a little bit longer of a road than we anticipated 6 months ago. It still looks like there's some speculation about the ELFs. It looks like there's speculation about the regulation and about the partnerships, about XRapid utility and volume and who's using it and where are the corridors. What are these exchanges doing with the billion tokens? Is Sibos going to make an announcement about Swift and RippleNet? A lot of things possibly on the horizon. And looking back, I think that 50 cents right now, I think the next stop will be $5. The next stop's going to be $5. It's going to be, once we break the all-time high. People will start paying attention again once we break that old all-time high, I think. Whoa, what's up, Steve? XRP, that new gold. That's right. Jam it out. Jam it out in your car, at your house, on your stereo, with your friends, all the things. Plus board members of Swift joining Ripple right now. And that's another thing that happens with these big inner circle families and businesses is they always do this. They always trade execs. They always do this exec trade thing because they know the industry so well. They used to oppose it, then they go to work for it. And they do that a lot. XRP, that new gold, $9 hairs. So it's at 48 cents right now. We were looking at the volumes down 200 million. We're at 577 million volume in 24 hours. Inside the hour, we're down. Inside 7 days, we're down. So XRP is taking a beating right now. People are wondering what's happening. Why is the price dropping? Where is XRapid volume, et cetera, et cetera. So a lot of good stuff. A lot of exciting times to be here. Crypto news, sorting through the FUD and the FOMO. We got Binance doing the giveaway with their exchange or their listing fees, giving away and being transparent about their listing fees. So taking care of some of those bad actor exchanges, looking at just kind of running a pay-to-play exchange game. So Binance, cheers, good work for them. The rating nonsense with XRP, somebody came out on Ethereum news saying that they think it's a centralized because centralized institutions use it. And ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous. They don't understand how the Ripple protocol works. No big deal. Thinking about Ripple's token, XRP being down. Why? Obviously, anticipation of Swell's event, and then the anticlimactic blow afterwards. One more thing, too. A blow to Bitcoin as CoinFloor CEO makes worrying warning. This came out this morning as well. A worrying warning that Bitcoin possibly has hit a period of stagnation. We've been making jokes about Bitcoin being a stable coin now. So it's sitting around 6,500 with a lot of volatility for a while and then still kind of holding out at 6,500. People are making jokes that it's become stagnant. We don't really know what to expect with Bitcoin, obviously, moving forward. They had those code changes that happened that they talked about. Blockstream doing some ridiculous block size code changes. I don't even know about that. Optimism surrounding the SEC's Bitcoin ELF approval could boost Bitcoin price massively by mid next year. That seems real great. It seems like another wait till next year type of thing. It just keeps it feels like they just keep putting off this anticipation of positive movement based off of ELFs and the SEC. So not really sure what you can say about that. It's not looking too good necessarily for a bull run right yet, but you never know. The XRP ledger volume coming mainly through Binance too. What's going on with Binance is, are they going to get their billion token as a liquidity to get the pat on the back for the liquidity solutions from XRapid or what's going on. It's hard to say. Yo, Ted T, you said we'd see 25 cents. We're at 48 now. What do you think? BTC's in trouble. XRP will see 45 cents. Here you go. You heard it here first. BTC's in trouble. XRP will see 45 cents. And we also have Ethereum just kind of like laying low right now. As I think we know, they have their proof of work algorithm change to partial proof of stake happening. We don't know what's going to happen with that. So on the horizon as well. It's Monday. I'm sure there's going to be some more things probably released this afternoon that I will not maybe even get to talk about because we do our news early. Let's run through and see if there's anything else that I missed. I think I posted myself a link. Hey, look at this. Claire B. Retweet. I think I posted myself a link to Henrik. Yep, we did that. We got Binance. Yep, we did that. Tiffany put up a tweet yesterday with her watching the Danny Torres fine art now monetized with Coil. I love that little counter. Just going off. Going off. Wheats went international. That was pretty big. Oh, yeah. Henrik found the Easter egg yesterday. Thank you so much, Henrik, for taking the time to find it. He found the Easter egg. It was the new global crypto monetary framework, highlighted in yellow just like that. He found it. It was only on the screen for 1 second, he said, and he still found it. Good work. Good work, guy. You, my man, you did it. I sent him some ZERPs for that. The 589 redo video, I fixed the audio for one of the parts, and I tried to get you guys to go and share and retweet and rewatch that one. That one's up. Also, Wheats put up the international integrations for his Tipbot, so it is international now. Looking at XRP Tipbot worldwide, bringing it down, bringing it in. Good stuff. So, not even 1 second. Not even 1 second, Henrik says. It was 0.1 second. Woo! That's right. He's a ninja. He was a ninja. So he won that one. And we're going to start doing that on every edit. We'll do that on every edit. There'll be an Easter egg hidden in there. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun. ZERPs all day. I agree. Looking like there's a little bit of a red on the market. Not really a whole lot. Let's see if there's a... Oh, yeah, there was a Robinhood launched in a few new states. So if you want to give up your data, to Robinhood, they launched in a few more states. Rhode Island, Tennessee, and Arkansas. I've been telling people for months to use my link to get Robinhood for free. You get a free $5 stock, but apparently they sell everyone's data. So if you want your data sold for a free $5 stock for zero fee trading in Robinhood, if you're in Tennessee and Arkansas and Rhode Island, bring it on. You're in. You're there. You're ready to go now. And I always feel like right after we go off, there's like some last minute headlines. There's some privacy coins that are going to the news. People are excited about privacy coins. Possibly some new privacy coins being launched. And master plan, a stealth bid to get celebrities promoting crypto. So watch out for your celebrities promoting ridiculous coins that are not going to work. And there you go. Warnings from Crypto Kung Fu. Warnings from the Kung Fu News. Cheers. Man, really awesome show today. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I don't really want to go. I don't want to. I know. But sometimes, it's just things come to an end. Things come to an end. I think we have to slow it down. No. It's rough. I know. It's rough. But I appreciate every single one of you for joining. It means a lot to be here. It means a lot to have your support. Don't forget to click that like button, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, join the channel, and click that bell so you can get notifications if I ever go live in the afternoon or whatever. Some breaking news, you'll know what's going on. Now, everything else that you guys asked about, the song, the intro song, that link is in the description. Get into Binance, the charts that I use in Binance. Possibly you haven't joined Binance, get a link, get in the description. And then if you need a ledger, get your ledger in the description as well. Black OG says, we are up 4%. Good day. It's a good day. We're already up 4% on XRP. We need more outdoor vids. Okay, if it stops raining and I'll be able to get outside, I'm waiting for my new microphone to come so I can get outside and make it more audible. That's about all we're going to do. That's it. Farewell. Cheers. Thanks so much, everybody. It means a lot. I appreciate you. Smash the like button until I see you next time.
Brought to you.